Good afternoon, students. This is G. Bhimaraju. So today we are going to learn about cantilever beam subjected to multiple point loads. So that is let write as a question, that is derive formula for a maximum slope and deflection for a cantilever beam subjected to multiple point loads. Okay, this is the question. Derive formula for a maximum slope and deflection for cantilever beam subjected to multiple point loads by using moment area method. So the derivation starts with a diagram for the above question. So the diagram is a cantilever beam. One end is fixed, other end is free. So let us assume these 2 point loads, one at free end, that is assume as a W1 kilonewtons. So the another is center, that is let us assume as a W2 kilonewtons. So the span length is L meters. The span length of the beam is L meters. So this span length is L1. Let us assume L1. So this is nothing but a L minus L1. So L minus L1 is nothing but a L minus L1. So L minus L1 is nothing but it can also denoted as a L1. So if having a span length is 4 meters, so this L1 span length is 2 meters and this L1 span length is L minus L1 span length is 2 meters. Why? Because this W2 acting at a center of the beam. So center of the beam is nothing but the distance splitting. The distance can be divided into two parts. That is L1 and L2, L by 2 and L by 2. Nothing but L by 2, L by 2. So this L by 2 let us assume as a L1. This L by 2 let us assume as a L minus L1. So this L minus L1 is nothing but a L1. So next this is end A and this is end B and this is end C. So this is the reference line and this is the reference line at B and this is the reference line at C. So this is the baseline for W1 and this is the baseline for W2. So here it is baseline for BMD due to W1 load only. This W1 load. This is the baseline for BMD due to W2 load only. So write here BMD due to W1 load. This is the baseline for this diagram, but this simply supported beam diagram. Here it is having a 2 point load, sir. The 2 point loads diagram splitting in two parts. So nothing but these W1, for these W1 can you draw a separate BMD diagram, and this W2 can we draw a separate BMD diagram for this W2 and this W1, and this baseline for W1 load and this baseline for W2 load. So here it is a BMD due to W2 load. Okay, so for BMD W1 can be determined separately and W2 BMD determined separately. So the two diagrams are denoted separately. So here it is a BMD for load W1. So BMD diagram load for W1. So here it is a W1 load. So let us assume only for this W1 load, this cantilever beam, let us assume for this W1 load only. So deduction of this W2 load, so the diagram is here, W1 load here at a free end, that is A and B, A and B. So here it is A and B, the span length is L, the span length is L. So splitting in two parts, so here it is first we are going to find BMD for W1 load only. Okay, then after coming this derivation, and then after find a BMD diagram for W2 load only. Okay, and next for this diagram, here it is MB equal to 0, first load MB equal to 0, and next MA, so here it is MA equal to, this is a point load, downward deflection minus, so point load into force into distance, so force is W1 and the distance is L, so W1 into L, so here it is simplified, W1 into L. Okay, so the diagram is, here it is 0, MB equal to 0, MB equal to 0, and MA equal to minus W1 into L. So here it is 0 and MA equal to minus W1 into L. So here it is W1 into L. So in the beam, we saw a point load. So point load in the form of a inclined line, not in the form of a parabolic shape. So inclined line is, here it is 0, here it is maximum value, and minus, so above the portion of this baseline is positive, and below the portion of this baseline is negative. So here it is negative value, so you can draw diagram in negative zone in the form of a inclined line only. Why? Because here it is a point load inclined line, so negative. So here answer is W1 into L. So this is the BMD diagram due to W1 load only. Then after, you can find a BMD diagram for load W2. So BMD diagram for load W2 is, so let us assume here it is only point load for this BMD diagram due to W2 only. So deduction of this W1, the diagram is here, W2. So this span length is L1. So this span length is L minus L1. Okay, so total span length is L. So here it is no point load, and point is A, B and C. So here MB equal to, there is no load, so there is no deflection and no slope, and MC equal to, starting point is MC, here starts point from C, so MC equal to 0, and next point is MA. So MA equal to downward deflection minus, so point load formula is force into distance, so force is W2, so distance is L1. So simplify this equation, we are get minus W2 into L. So here it is 0, MC equal to 0, and MA equal to minus W2 into L. So here 0 and minus in the form of a point load in the form of a slope line, not parabolic shape, slope line. So this is a negative, here it is a 0, and here it is minus W2 into L. So minus already indicated negative sign, so W2 into L. Okay, this is the BMD diagram due to W2 load only. So this is the BMD diagram due to W1 load only. Okay, and next then after we are find areas for this diagram due to W1 load, and this diagram due to W2 load. So then area due to, so for this diagram everything we can find separately for the at the load free and at the load center. So everything we find separately, not a combination with a point load at free end and point load at center. So area due to W1 load. So area due to W1 load. So area due to W1 load is looks like say triangle shape. So triangle shape formula is area equal to triangle formula is half into b into h. So half into base equal to w1 into L and height equal to L. Okay, so this is w1 L square by 2. So this is the area due to w1 load only. And then after next we are going to find area due to these can be write as a A1, and next then after area due to W2 load, area due to W2 load. So these W2 load can we assume as a area 2. So area 2 looks like a triangle. So triangle formula is half into B into H. So half into B into H is nothing but half base equal to W2 into L1, W2 into L1, base equal to W2 into L1 and height equal to L1, So this can be write as a, simplify this equation, W2 L1 square by 2. So this is the area 2. So base equal to W2 into L1. So length equal to W1 WL1 square by 2. So this is the area 2 formula and this is the area 1 formula. And next area of this total diagram. First we can find for this diagram areas is separately, and then after A1 plus A2, the total diagram of the area of total diagram, we can get the area of total diagram. So first for the getting of area of the total diagram, is so area of this cantilever beam. So area of this cantilever beam is nothing but A1 plus A2. So area of this diagram, total area is A equal to A1 plus A2. So A1 equal to W1 L square by 2, plus A2 is W2 L square by 2, W2 L1 square by 2. Okay, so for the using of this formula we can find area for the above diagram. So area for the above diagram is nothing but a cantilever beam subjected to multiple loads. So here it is if having another point load, that is W3, okay, we are getting another area A3, okay, plus A3 is have a formula here we get, okay. So for the using of this formula we can find areas for multiple loads for cantilever beam and simply supported beam only. Okay, so this is the formula. A1 plus A2 equal to, this is the formula. So you can use this formula. Okay, we are get a area for the cantilever beam with having a multiple point loads. Then after by using Morse theorem for maximum slope, by using Morse theorem 1, okay na, for slope at IB equal to, A by EA. Okay, here we get a answer at A and flexurality E into I. So flexurality E into I is in the question only. So E into I is in the question only. Substituting here. So question is flexurality in the terms of, in the units is kilonewton into meter square. So here it is answer we can get in the meter square, area in meter square. So meter square cancel. So IB equal to, we can get answer in the units of radians. So for the using of these area formula, we are get a slope at B. We are get a slope at B, A by EI. So A by EI denoted Morse theorem 1. This Morse theorem denoted slope at B. So area is, the total area is, here we get a total area, and EI is actually in the problem, that EI in the term, in the units in kilonewton to meter square. And next by using this formula we can get a slope at B. And next by using Morse theorem 2, so Morse theorem 2 denoted deflection. So deflection at B. So for the total diagram, the deflection and slope occurs at B. So that's why we find a slope and deflection at B only, that is IB and YB. So deflection at B equal to, formula is AX bar by EI. So AX bar by EI, in the terms of AX bar by EI, so here it is AX bar. Okay, then after we are going to find AX bar. So for these cantilever beam subjected to multiple point loads, slope for A is find it separately, and in the deflection here AX bar find it separately. So AX bar formula is A1 x1 bar plus A2 x2 bar. Okay, and A1 is nothing but area of first load, and A2 is nothing but area of second load. So second load is denoted as a W2 and first load is denoted as a W1, and x1 bar is denoted as a the center of gravity of BMD from B. And next to x2 bar is nothing but the center of gravity of BMD from C. Okay, here it is two diagrams. First diagram, first body, and this is the second body. So this is the reference lines. So this is the A and B and C. Okay, so this is the center of gravity for second diagram. This is the center of gravity of first diagram. So x2 is nothing but the distance between the center of gravity from C only. So this is the x2 bar. Second diagram x2 bar. And next the center of gravity of first body, from B. So this is denoted as a x1 bar. Okay, this is denoted as a x1 bar. This is denoted as a x1 bar for the diagram 1, and this is denoted as a x2 bar for the diagram 2. So here already we get a A1 value, A1 formula and A2 formula. So after, through the reference of first body, first triangle and second triangle, we can get a x1 bar and x2 bar. And next x1 bar is nothing but a W1 L square. Here it is A1 equal to, area 1 equal to W1 L square by 2. Okay, and next to x1 is nothing but the distance of center of gravity from B. So the distance of, this is the first body and this is the second body. So this is the center of gravity point, this is the center of gravity. So this point from this point, so the distance between the center of the distance of center of gravity of BMD from B is denoted as a x1 bar. So x1 bar. So x1 bar formula is 2 by 3 into L. So this is the x1 bar, 2 by 3 into L. Okay, and next this is the center of gravity and this is the C point. The distance of BMD, the distance of BMD from C is denoted as a x2 bar. Nothing but this distance is denoted as a x2 bar. This denoted as a x2 bar, and the distance between the center of gravity of BMD from C is nothing but from B, not C, from B. This one, and here it is from B. It is denoted as a x2. So x2 is nothing but here it is first body denoted as a 2/3 into L, and the remaining span length is plus L minus L1. 2/3 into L minus L1. 2/3 into L minus L1. So nothing but L minus L1 is nothing but L1 only. Okay, 2/3 into L, 2/3 into L plus L minus L1. The distance between the center of gravity to the second body from C, the distance between the center of gravity of first body from B. Center of gravity of second body is x2, the center of gravity of first body is x1. So x1 is nothing but 2/3 into L, and x2 is nothing but 2/3 into L plus L minus L1. Okay, so substituting both values in this formula, so x1 is nothing but 2/3 into L plus A2. A2 is nothing but, here it is A2 value, W2 L1 square by 2. W2 L1 square by W2 L1 square by 2, and into x2 is nothing but 2/3 into L plus L minus L1. So here is the x2, and Ax bar equal to, so simplify these formula, you can get a one answer, one number, plus simplify these equation, so you can get another answer. So plus, for example, here it is a 2 plus 4, so 2 plus 4 equal to 6, X bar equal to 6. So you can get for adding of these answer and these answer, you can get a X bar for the, in the terms of here, X bar answer. So deflection of B equal to, formula is X bar by EI. So already by using this formula you can get Ax bar answer. So substituting in the Ax bar answer, substituting in these equation by EI already in the question, substituting here, so you can get YB equal to answer in the terms of ml. Okay, by using this derivation you can find the maximum slope and deflection at any point of the cantilever beam with having a multiple loads. Okay, this is the very important derivation for your upcoming problems. Okay, so thank you.